Hey, this is the boat doctor down here in Charlottetown, Charleston. You know what else starts with an H? Like hey, Henry Weinhardt root beer. Don't forget when you come down, bring me a 6-pack. Just kidding. Be appreciated though. Anyway, I'm just kidding again. Anyway, this boat here, I'm running out again. There's going to be a video on this. We got a, not to be conceited or anything, but we got end of this month, we got a drawing that takes 4 people that can come down on a Saturday and go for a ride with the boat doctor. Hence the boat doctor. I'm not that good now, but anyway, a nice boat. It's a 24 Ocean Pro Alaskan bulkhead, dual wipers, nice tall windows, tinted, window stop, anchored pulpit way out front. You got right there, you got your diamond plate anchor guard there, so when you're bringing it up, the anchor hits, it ain't gonna hit your paint. You got kind of a semi-reverse chine. This does a couple things. It does help keep this thing a little bit more balanced instead of rolling, but it also keeps the water spray down as well. You got this easy loader trailer, the keel roller right there. That is just meant so if you submerge the trailer, if you came up at a steep ramp, your keel doesn't hit the cross member. The keel does not rest on that, just so you know. There's your deck drain right here, fish box drain. I'm going to have them adjust this up where this goes above this, because sometimes that can stop you from getting off. Flat foot jack, I like those. Brake fluids underneath there, 2 5/16 inch ball. And this looks like I'd go probably from the bottom up, maybe 21, 22 inches. You know, this just gets tired, you know. I get thirsty when I talk about boats. I better take another swig of my root beer. Beautiful stuff. Anyway, hey, I got kind of the boat ramp to myself today. Sliding windows, LED lights, net holders. It's got a diesel heater. There's your exhaust. Little tidbit there, when you're firing these things up, say you had a heck of a south, which is that way, blowing heavy into here, but they did put this down like at an angle coming down like a downspout faucet. Most of them just come straight out, so if you get a heavy wind and you're trying to fire that thing up to start with for the first startup, it could keep blowing out the pilot light. So when they did this, it's helped from getting water in there as well, from getting inside, because the flat ones come out, could get water coming up in, but also for wind, so it ignites in windier conditions. But say you did have a hard time, just turn the boat in the other direction, so this would be facing the north, and then once she fires up, she'll work fine the rest of the day. And we call this the aqua blue, kind of tuna blue. You get out in that nice turquoise water out there, same color, you blend in, the tuna just love it. They damn near jump in the boat. But look at that, you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people inside that boat, and look at the deck area from there to here. That's a nice thing with the huge craft. Instead of doing a 10-foot cabin, you still get a lot of people in front, sleeper seat conversion, but you still retain the back deck area. And this has got a 13 by 20 by 33 degree hole, 7-foot bottom. And these are your discharge for your bilge pumps. Gas vent gas, I did put 60 gallons of non-ethanol. Trim tab, you got a T25 fuel injected. I wish they would all go, even down the 99s, go fuel injected on the Yamahas. It's so nice, just turn the key, fire up. You don't have to worry about cold starts, hesitation, any of that good stuff. It just fires right up. No need to choke it. You got the zinc bars that bolt on, that's good. You got the flange at 6-back, which is good as well. I am thinking of something while I'm talking about this too. Yeah, look at the heavy eyelets. And I think it's 35-inch high side. Here's your bulkhead. And I guess there is an option. You can do like a drop curtain if a guy wanted to still have the hardtop sides, but just have a, you know, a cloth backdrop in the back. That is an option. Anyway, T25. If you can see the gear case, you can see all the way through. That's for back pressure and for reverse. That helps a lot. Trying to see ground wires. Trim is right here. You got a heavy duty tie bar. There's your trim motor. corrosion acts that every once in a while. Freshwater flush, main one has it too. That is not meant to run the motor. When you hook up that's meant for if you're moored or just want to do a quick flush at home. Now just make sure the motors are warm, because if the motors are cool, it ain't gonna do any good. Then you're better off using the flushers down here. And again, this boat will be the one that I'm gonna be taking out for the on-water boat of the month demo coming up, I think next week. So I'm just going to verify everything works, do this video. And you got a 250 V6 with a 4.2 liter stainless steel, right hand, saltwater tube. That's the ones you want to go with, especially on the Yamaha. V6 motors are not up, 15 by 15, which I thought. That's your pickup screen for your wash down, fish box, drain plug. And then this trailer here, if you look at the load guides, they got slick bunks on them as well. So they go clean to the back. You don't want them overriding your tab back here, because that's sometimes, well, being part of the whole though, this is something else you want. You could classify this as a 26/8 and this is a 24, but you got about 2 feet, because that's part of the whole, and that's what you want, that kind of a ET bracket. Ladder, these are inspection caps. You undo them, it takes you right to the seacog valve for the live well, and then that other one would be for the wash down. You can change your bilge pumps right there, easier to get to. Rear entry door, I'll show you that in a second. C-Star hydraulic right there. And then these, okay, this takes water from everywhere. So basically even some here, but here and here. So if you're flushing this at home and you don't have the bullet flusher that goes back here, I'd say you put your standard flusher here, and then either if you had another one you could put it here, or you duct tape that shut and just use this one. It keeps all the maximum water flow to the motor. A nice good clean rigging job, 2024, beautiful color, I like it. And it got cleats. See, these guys listen. You got a cleat here, cleat in the mid, and cleat up ahead where it counts before the bend. You use G5 bumpers, rear deck hydraulic steering, and that you can, with the tie bar, you can run the main and the kicker off of that, or the front steering. Gear bath oil hubs, brown good, white bad, discs on all four. Very, very nice. So let's go up inside, grab handle there. And here's what's nice too. Say I want to get up, hello, I can go like this and get right to the battery box. Instead of having to climb all the way in the boat, I can just go here and turn them on, like right there. Then I could just climb up the ladder if I wanted to, but since I'm here, I'm just gonna get up in here anyway. Close that, then go into here. There's one battery right there. Then you step on that, and then that turns, and then these are lockable. Rear entry, suction cup, I like that. See, now that once I stand on this or put some weight, you can turn that the rest of the way. Light, I sure am doing a video on this bad boy. See, they're ready to pick up their new boat over here. Yeah, just you need another one, don't you?
Ours is a 22, so this is 24.
24, yeah. Yeah, this one I'm doing the on-water demo next week. You got boat of the month thing, so now we're gonna, they on a drawing, so then they get a ride with the boat doctor once a month. You know, four at a time. Yeah. Did you hear that? Yes. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get back to you. I'm just gonna finish.
We're looking.
All right. And then you got your aluminum deck, good drains here, fish box, and I'll show you a valve in there. Live well, you have to have this one, and there's a switch up front. There's your wash down. Go like this, insulated fish box. There's your diesel fluid. I like that. You can just take it out and go right to the pump, or what I recommend is using kerosene. So if you had a diesel truck, you could always dump that out and just put kerosene to it. Kerosene, you don't get the smell, and it doesn't gum up. You can keep kerosene for a long time. There's your other battery. Here's your primer bulbs, Yamaha 10 micron. Change that once a year no matter what. There's your valve. And this one's done like I used to like it. They did away with it on a couple models. But you can turn that valve, And any water in here will go into your bilge, which then if you pull the drain plug, you can get rid of all that. If not, you can use a macerator pump. You go like that, shut her up, like that. Here's your rear entry, rear deck light. You go right here, that turns that on. Hydraulic, you can steer this one, tie bar, you can steer this from here and up there. Here's your control box for your kicker. Bulkhead door, grease fittings, you can grease these doors up. And the curtain, you can put in a porta pot in here. Then there's these bars that are right there. They go from here to make a bed. And you got your good suspension seats. Now, one nice thing with this one, a lot of your heavy duty seats, they're exposed to the scissor, the bracket itself, which are pretty dangerous, because if you put your finger under there and you get it in between the scissor and you take a bump, cut your finger right off. These are, everything's pretty much hidden. Now this is for your back, right here, swivel. Pop up in here, you can put a porta pot in here. You could use this for a changing room. You got trays. Or you could put a porta pot and use it for your bathroom. Sliders up and down. Sliding windows, which I like these. You push ahead and you go like this. So say now, oh, even a rigging tube. Notice this, right here, you can run your wire straight down. I believe on both sides, yep. And that's the biggest problem on a lot of these boats, is where to run the radar wires, GPS wires,